Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous, with me, Bregaton. Let's leave the cave.
I'm gone.
Yet another obstacle. Begone, fiend! This is not how it works.
Let's dive in there, and let's get my paladin in here. He's just standing in the back watching.
Fall!
Unable to withstand the blow, Orso drops to the ground. He is still alive, but his strength is dwindling. Noticing your continued proximity, he bares his teeth and snarls, as if he's trying to say something. Grrr. Examine the bear's body. The bear's fur is matted and infested with parasites, and numerous scars cover the bear's body. One particular spot draws your eye, a brand mark with an intricate design. The same one is on the shaman's medallion. Look the bear in the eye. It's fitting that Embark does it. The bear's small eyes convey malice, but also wariness, like you see a defeated opponent before you, and not a wild animal. There's a spark of intelligence in that gaze, not just hate, but also pain. Bear looks at his scarred and parasite-ridden body. One particular spot draws the eye, a brand marked with an intricate design. The same one is on the shaman's medallion. What did Suwana do to you? Upon hearing the name, the bear freezes, then raises his head and unleashes a long, drawn-out howl, full of yearning and pain. I think this time around we'll kill the bear.
We won't fall here. I swear it, you've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Strike! We do it my way.
As the bear is holding the corruption in his body, I feel like my paladin would try to smite that corruption. And in a way, it's also showing the bear mercy.
I'll take care of it.
That's why I always thought the wording for sparing the bear was a little odd, because it says show the bear mercy, but I really think finishing it off was showing it mercy. The old woman greets you with a challenging look. There's no trace of her former madness, and her face is now twisted in fury. I felt his death. That wasn't just a bear you killed. He was a spirit of the abyss, but he was still our protector. The trees are green now, but soon the carcass's poison will seep into the roots. Creatures from the other side will come, and nothing will be left but a toxic wasteland. Because of you. I killed the monster of the abyss, and it was the right course of action. You think you understand everything in this world, but in truth you are still a child. You think the protector is the one who wins, but a true protector is the one who sacrifices themselves. Follow your path, bloody hunter. Lead me to find another abyss spirit to replace Orso the Terrible. I saw a mark left by your medallion on the bear's pelt. The old woman crosses her arms over her chest. Yes, Orso the Terrible is my creation. I use this medallion to control an evil spirit of the abyss after linking it to the sacred bear, and I force the spirit to serve good by linking our lives together. Do spirits of the abyss wreak as much evil as demons do? The old woman sighs in irritation. Yes, they are just as evil. The spirits of the abyss are abominations. The forest spirits fear them to the point of madness. They seek refuge from their madness by possessing wild animals. You saw what that looks like. You saw how I separate them. But in every moment of suffering, there is hope. By separating them, I learned how to bind them. What happened to Orso the Great Spirit? The old woman clenches her fists. It has lived for centuries in a bear's body, ancient as the forest itself. It ensured that the trees grew tall, and the flowers bloomed. It ensured that deer had grass to eat, and the Smilodon's enough deer meat. But the natural order has been broken. I had to do something, and I did it. The kind Orso that was known in Sarkoris is gone forever, but the guardian of the forest remains. Your bear is dead. What are you going to do now? The old woman shrugs. I will mourn Orso, but life must continue. That is the law of nature. This place is full of spirits of the abyss. They fly around aimlessly, driving the forest spirits mad, and they seek refuge in the minds of the animals. I'll set them to work to replace Orso, and I'll bind as many abyssal creatures as my strength can manage. Either you don't understand what you're doing here, or you're just crazy. Land shakes his head. I once heard a story about a small tribe of mongrels besieged by some monsters that came from the bowels of the earth. The creatures trapped the people in their village, they couldn't hunt, and they slowly died of starvation. It wasn't long before the people started eating their dead. Then, when it was all over, the creatures left. Our scouts found the village, and they found the chief. He was the only survivor. He was wandering around the settlement, muttering under his breath and attacking anything he saw. He stood guard over the bones of his tribesmen and women, the people he had killed and eaten. His mind was gone, and the scouts were forced to kill him. This old woman reminds me of that chief. She's also lost her mind, watching over the bones of the dead. It was the only way. We already read all that. No, you simply didn't want to find another way. I was blinded by pride when I thought I could save this forest on my own. But your arrogance is even worse. For you think that everything in the world can be solved by killing. Leave, Bloody Hunter. There's nothing more you can do here. I'll find a new Abyss Spirit, and I'll summon it as a protector if my strength allows. Execute the shaman. You must answer for your evil deeds. The shaman is so old that she cannot put up a fight. Instead, she tightly squeezes her medallion, which cracks in her withered fist.
Can we retreat already?
You won't survive me.
Broken Shaman's medallion. Crudely made clay medallion in the shape of a complex knot, broken into tiny pieces. Yeah, she's gonna keep binding abyssal spirits, which are evil spirits, into the minds of animals. Or the bodies of animals, I should say. And I don't think that's a good thing. Now, I'm no expert. Probably would have targeted these bear cubs too, so... I'm content with my choice. I have to rest up.
Pearls of wisdom from Brother Woljif. Thievings is next to frugality, because a stolen thing's much cheaper than a bought thing.
That's right. If you're caught stealing, you just say you're being fiscally responsible.
We should move.
Minimosi travisi. Magritium turinos. Minimosi travisi. Ona adayana. Ona adayana. Ona adayana. Overrun sentes. Overrun Dravior.
Together?
My tail is resting.
I will lend you my aid. Overrun.
sentes, ona adayana, mosi travisi, aborane sentes, aborane sentes, aborane sentes, aborane sentes. Patricium Turino, ona gratior, ona adayanam, ona adayanam, ona adayanam, ona adayanam, ona adayanam, ona adayanam. Stagioni savitur, stagioni savitur, stagioni savitur, stagioni savitur. Inimosi, ona adayanam, ona adayanam, ona adayanam. Patricio Turinos.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Inimosi travisi, inimosi travisi, inimosi travisi.
Alright, and we're all set. Go this way next.
I'm gone. This will be quick.
Gone.
Into the fray!
Get him, guys. More attribute damage there from the bite attack. I could turn him back into human shape. A heat tree entirely turned to stone. Its surface reveals ancient runes written in an unknown language. Insane half-elf. Mix together Calamus and Sedge. Wait 5 years, 5 moons, and 5 days, till the serpent ascends the staircase. Have patience. You at last behold as the fish soars into the clouds. The half-elf is still relatively young, but the hardships she has borne have turned her into a crone. Her long hair is gray and tangled, her face is sunken, and her teeth are rotting in her mouth. She hobbles around the petrified tree, curling her broken fingernails over the carved runes, mumbling nonsense under her breath. Who are you? Dragging her gaze away from the runes, she looks at you, and you see a barely there spark of sanity in her glazed eyes. Who am I? I'm, me... I don't remember. Doesn't matter. She focuses again on the pattern of the stone runes. On the 10th day after the winter solstice, break branches of rowan. Do not touch yew or ash. Let me take you somewhere safe. This is my place here, where the roads rise up to the sky, the roots intertwine with the winds of the heavens. Here, where truth has turned to stone, life has merged with death. Here, here. Leave. Paying you no mind, the half-elf continues mumbling disjointed phrases and running her fingers over the petrified bark. Oak does not lie. Elm never tells the truth. Heed not the blackthorn's words. Understanding the yew will come with time. And the moon will not wane further, but the sun will move backward, and the star will fall to earth, and the crops will flourish. Muttering something indecipherable, the half-elf runs her fingers over the runes of the stone tree.
We do it my way.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
I will bring down the divine wrath! Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
One advantage of having a mostly melee party like this is even if we get ambushed, we're not really at a disadvantage.
Endure this! See that?
Patricium Turinos!
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Call me again if you need to.
A Texan Halit. Wisdom cannot be etched in stone. It can only be carried in the heart.
Follow if you dare.
A stranger? The absence of an answer is an answer too.
I'm off.
Padded armor for fine maneuver. This +3 padded armor grants the wearer a +5 competence bonus on mobility checks, a +3 bonus to CMB, and a +3 bonus to CMD.
I am never wrong.
Did I see this last time? I don't think I did. The mutilated body undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. His killers didn't even bother to strip him of his gear. The blood and charring almost conceal the heraldic symbols of the crusade on the dead man's armor, but they can still be made out.
I do what I must.
Begone, fiend! Make every strike count. You crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk.
Fall!
I'm gone.
The goddess protects us.
This was simple enough.
In ancient times, Sarkarian settlements used stones like this to send messages to each other. Alas, the stone has been broken beyond repair. The Stone of Voices. I don't think that one's tied to the... I want to call it a puzzle. I think it's just the standing stones themselves.
This is my kind of work.
Sequence of murder. Whenever this +3 double axe lands a hit with its head, if the next attack with the tail also lands a hit, it deals additional 1d12 slashing damage.
Let me help.
This was simple enough.
Texan Halit. When gazing at the stars, do not forget to look at what is right in front of you. So if we go down here, there will be...
We do it my way.
Thought it was right here. Oh, it's down there. So we go down here.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Find an item. So if we take this item, we'll be ambushed by, I think, 5 ghosts throughout this area. We'll have to backtrack to find 1 or 2 of them. They're pretty tough fights, but they're worth a ton of experience. What I'm going to do this time is not pick it up until after I've cleared out the area, because some of the ghosts will pop up around other enemies, making the fight that much more difficult. Normally I just grab it and go, but I'm going to be a little bit more strategic this time. Or try to be anyway. You pick it up, a ghost will pop up here saying, don't do that, and then you fight several ghosts as you explore.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Cover me, all right?
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
You should have run! Follow if you dare.
You know what kind of a nest this is? A griffin's nest. Abandoned 100 years ago. Again, all of Obrig's stuff goes by really quick. This quest area and everything. Yeah, I don't remember finding all these griffin nests before. Maybe they were always there? We just get a whole scene with Obrig. That's pretty neat. Do you know what kind of a nest this is? A griffin nest. Abandoned 100 years ago. Eggs are gone. Only the shells remain. I don't see shells, I see bones.
I'm off!
The world has suffered enough.
Alright, into this cave. Orvig. He's the guy we saw with Char. The Vengeance of Sarkoris quest. You see a young crusader from the ever-bright Crusaders. Commander, my name is Morvig. You might remember me. Or my mentor, Char. Thank the gods you're here. I need help. An old temple of Gorum is here, in this cave. I've come here for a weapon. A powerful weapon. It's a sword, and it's stored down there. Master Char would never agree to use it. That's why I came here without him. Believe me, this relic will be very useful for fighting demons. But I can't get it alone. I need your help. Are you alright? You notice the young man's pale and sweating face, but his voice is firm. I'm alright, Commander. Don't worry about me. What kind of weapon are you looking for? It's called the Fang of Malice. It's a sword. It is a sword devoted to Gorum. A long time ago, in the times of Sarkoris, his shrine used to stand here. The Fang is the perfect weapon. With it, the Crusaders will be invincible. The Fang of Malice, eh? There's more than one such sword cast in Sarkoris. There were several, and all of them had absorbed divine power. They're said to be deadlier than any other blade. Why do you need my help? There's a demon up ahead, a huge and horrible creature who I could never defeat by myself. The beast gobbled up my guide in one go. Help me, kill the monster. Your faith makes demons draw back in fear. You have nothing to fear here. And then your mythic power. Everything points to you being the hero everyone has been waiting for. Orvig's voice breaks. How did you come to know of this place? The young man proudly juts out his chin. I am a Kelid. This place used to belong to my family. Or rather, my family took care of this shrine of Gorum. We were a clan of warriors. When we had to flee, we passed the memory of this shrine down through generations. Mothers would whisper to their babes the magic words to bring the lost relic back, so that those children wouldn't forget those words even on their deathbed. Of course, I didn't know where to read that all wrong. Of course, I didn't know where exactly to look for the temple. I hired a guide. The demon finished him off in a split second, and had to retreat in disgrace. Lad, did you ever think your kin might have abandoned this relic for a reason? Some things that bear the touch of gods are not to be held by mortal hands. If Char was here, he'd tell you to go back to Dresden. Will you come back with me? The young man looks at you stubbornly. Master Char doesn't understand me. No. I must fulfill my duty. Help me, and then I will return to Dresden. A dark shadow passes over the young man's face. I'll kill the demon. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I'm not strong enough for this fight. May Gorum bless you with his power. Morvig holds his talisman tightly, a straw wolf figure. He closes his eyes and begins to chant. Rorum Gur Bar, Toden Qatar, Gorum Lock. I think you get a buff from Gorum if you worship him in this area. May not be until the very end, though.
I do what I must.
Morvig looks up at you, his eyes clouded. His speech is slightly slurred. Will you help me kill the demon? There's a precious relic down there in the cave. We need it for our fight.
I'm gone.
And there's also a buff you get from Gorum when you fight the Red Dragon at the Artisan's Tower, where you rescue the Storyteller. I may have gone over this already, all the ones that I know. Clystria gives you a buff when you fight Monago and Staunton in Dresden. Caden Kalian gives you a buff when you defend the Defender's Heart in Act 1. Serenray gives you a buff in Winter Sun. Throughout the entire area. Well, unless you rest and it goes away. Trying to think. I don't know where Iomedes is at. I'm guessing it'll show up in Act 5. There's a very specific fight I'm thinking about. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. I feel like I've done others.
We do it my way.
But don't quote me.
My will is resolute.
Call me again if you need to.
Texan Halit. You read all the admonitions. Seek the reward in the Heart of Stone. I don't think we've gone by yet.
If you dare.
Alright, I think I'm going to call it here, and next time we will proceed further into the cave, finish up Morveg's quest. I will finish clearing out around Winter Sun, but before we enter the town proper, we will go back and grab that whip and clear out the area of ghosts. And go from there. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.